This is a rematch of a bout that took place 5 months earlier in a fight that ended in a technical draw. After a clash of heads, Harold Brazier emerged with a bleeding gash that stopped the fight after only 2 rounds. Brazier is one of the busiest fighters in boxing during this time period, as he has had 3 fights since then, one of which included a 10th round stoppage over contender Brian Baronet for the NABF super lightweight crown. At 31 years of age, Brazier has been a pro for 5 years and is considered old for the sport because of his late start. But he's an old man in a hurry, as he has had over 48 fights since his debut. In the opposite corner is the power-punching John Meekins. He's heavily hyped by ESPN, and at the time I thought it was justifiably so. He had some highlight reel knockouts, and he looked like a can't-miss prospect. He's only been a pro for 2.5 years, and he's ranked number 10 by the IBF going into this fight.
Set to go, scheduled for 12, and this is round 1. Both men are listed as 5'9", though Brazier does look just a tad taller, but Meekins in blue, Brazier in black, trimmed in white. If our pre-fight information is correct, why Meekins would appear to be the best of it in the early going, and the longer the fight goes, Brazier thinks the better his chances are.
That is the theory, and I would tend to agree with that, although certainly Harold Brazier has the power to stun Meekins early. Now, John Meekins looks like he might want to box a little bit, and
nice crowd on hand here at Resorts International in Atlantic City for this bout tonight. This is almost a classic first round, Al Bernstein. Each fighter trying to feel the other out to see what he can or cannot do or what might be available to him. Huh?
And I think the better the boxers, the more likely that's going to happen.
Well, Meekins landing some pretty good shots, and Brazier forcing the action, stepping into him. And one of the few clinches we've had here. They separate themselves. Seconds ticking away here in round number 1.
You got a good name, that's about it.
Nice jab by Brazier. Keeps his man off balance. And round number 1 is slowly ticking into the record book. This is scheduled for 12. This is the NABF championship bout. Brazier currently is the junior welterweight champion. Pretty solid right hand to the body thrown by Meekins and another. Now Meekins staggers and falls, but not from a punch. They just came into a clinch and fell away from each other, and no knockdown as referee Steve Smoger alertly and correctly tells the timekeeper at ringside.
There was a good combination by Harold Brazier. Both these fighters starting to get into the flow of this fight. We talked about round 1 being almost a classic feeling out process. Now they are really starting to use their combination.
Meekins throwing that jab out there. Pretty good, keeping Brazier off balance, getting off first, and keeping Harold from really doing anything.
Straight right. Brazier knows he can get the left and right uppercuts.
Boy, they are just toe-to-toe. Good solid shot to the body by Meekins. This up close and not long-distance fighting, is that a benefit to either one of these two guys, do you think, Al?
Well, up close, some people think Meekins will benefit, and some think Brazier will, and they're both landing very well. I mean, it really is a toss-up.
Well,
you know, Brazier, when he sat here and watched George Leach beat Meekins, or lose to Meekins, but do well in a couple of rounds, said he thought the uppercut was the punch to land. He's landed it against Meekins. There it is again. But John is getting the right hand on.
Brazier going to the body a lot here in the early going. 30 seconds remaining. Look at that left hand. And Meekins just keeps coming on. He's right in front of Brazier. Boy, they're not hard to find, are they? Right next to each other. Nice combination by Brazier. Meekins with that short jabbing left hand, uppercuts and jabs. Round 2 coming to a close. Black trunks trimmed in white. John Wesley Meekins in the all blue, and they're battling for Brazier's NABF junior welterweight title.
Brazier really insulted that Meekins rated ahead of him in the world. Good right by Brazier. Rated ahead of him in the world rankings when he's got the NABF belt.
Right. Meekins 10th and Brazier ranked 12th, and that is really a sore point. Brazier's up quickly here in this round.
Good jabs and good rights to the body by Harold Brazier.
Third round. Oh, nice combination by Meekins, and Brazier comes right back.
You talk about a fight that's going to be hard to score. I think if it goes the distance, good right by Meekins. this one will be welcome.
Oh, solid shots landed by Meekins, who senses he's got Brazier in some kind of trouble, jumps right at his man, has him against the ropes, and Brazier trying to look for some way out. He's going to have to employ all of the boxing skills he has, and they are considerable. He was covering up pretty good, comes back with a right hand of his own. 20 seconds and counting down remaining here in round number 3. It was not unexpected that Meekins might have the best of it in the early going. But we'll see whether Brazier can retaliate from this pretty good punch-out that Meekins is laying on him. We'll be back. We come out for round 4, and Meekins fresh from a very solid third round. Brazier still showing the effects of it. There's a trickle of blood from his nose. I tell you, Brazier's got a pretty good set of whiskers, Al Bernstein. If he could withstand several solid right hands and a couple of real great uppercuts right to the point of the chin.
So that's one of Brazier's many attributes. John Meekins, though, showing lots of confidence in that last round. He's a banger. He's a puncher, I think. I mean, I think that's he's got boxing skills, but the main thing that sets him apart from other junior welterweights is that power. He can punch.
Again, the round number 4. Meekins in blue, Brazier in black. Brazier is the champion, in case he's just joined us. The NABF Junior Welterweight crown.
Brazier is counterpunching much better in this round.
Yep. Put in the context of the trouble he seemed to be in at the end of round 3. It's been a good performance. Now, those shots are being caught right on the glove of Brazier, so Meekins is not scoring nearly as effectively as you might think at first glance.
And remember Harold Brazier's bold prediction. Anything past round 6 is mine.
Yeah,
well,
said
we'll
it belongs to me, yeah.
He didn't know he was going to take that punishment like he did in round 3, though.
11 seconds remaining here in this, the 4th round. And round 4 comes to a rather quiet close. We'll be back to see about number 8. He's 40 wins, 7 losses, and a draw. He's knocked out 28 men of the 40.
You know, I don't think Harold Brazier is really, he's not a bad inside fighter, but I've never thought that's where he should fight. And I think from the outside, when jabbing, throwing a straight right hand, and occasional left, that's where he's really effective.
Well, this is the 5th round, and as this fight progresses now, with a little under a minute 30 remaining, it'll be interesting to see if he does step away from Meekins and go to the jab and fight him at long range like that.
Yeah, and that's where he's effective. He throws combinations to the outside. Meekins, I think, physically is stronger on the inside. That's where he wants to be.
But now he's doing, look at him now. He jabs, steps away, counters.
Exactly
and,
it.
Huh? Look at that.
He must have heard me.
Well,
look at how well he does.
Yes. This is a very fine example of just what you said Brazier does so well. And now look at him. He's trying to keep off the ropes and shove Meekins away. And by the same token, I think Meekins desperately wants to get inside because that's where he's at his best. And he's all over Brazier. Won't give him a chance to get set now. Brazier covering up. A half minute remaining here now to stick that jab out, keep Meekins away. Solid right hand thrown by Brazier and 2 very good lefts to the body thrown by Meekins, the 3-seater.
Tell you what, though, that right hand bounced right off Meekins' head. Didn't seem to hurt him, but Brazier's had a good 5th round.
He has indeed. Handful of seconds remaining, and now Meekins coming on strong, but Brazier slipping away as the round comes to an end.
Brazier in the last round.
And you know, Brazier, his corner was saying, it's beautiful. You can hit him with that right hand anytime you follow that jab with it. And Susan seems to be right on top of his game over there. Of course, Meekins may have something to say about it before this fight is over. But Brazier had his head up. He was watching Meekins. He kept him away. Had a very good round, I thought.
An excellent 6th round.
Now look at Meekins coming right out, trying to get on top of him now.
And that's the posture John Meekins needs. Brazier, now I've got Brazier ahead by 2 points. Bear in mind, he might be ahead only by 1 on the judges because of that 3rd round where it might have been a 10-8 round for Meekins.
Yep.
In any case, there's no question Brazier has come on in the last couple of rounds.
This is round number 7. It's scheduled for 12. Brazier is the NABF Junior Welterweight Champion. He's in the black trunks. And Meekins in the blue.
you know, if this goes to decision, strangely, a pivotal round might be round 1, which was a very difficult one to score. See here, Meekins, there's the jab, but he's really not throwing it with conviction. He's looking to load up with the left. A good uppercut by Brazier.
Half a minute remaining here in this, the 7th round.
And these exchanges on the inside are close.
Brazier tried to nail him with that right hand coming in, caught him partially with it. Good, oh, nice left. The right was blocked, but the 2 lefts landed. Good combinations by Brazier as he's spinning Meekins around. Brazier showing his considerable boxing skills here, Al, and this will bring us to the end of round number 7.
And certainly wasn't punching the body. Now he is.
And Brazier's letting him do it. He suddenly has fallen into the same thing we saw in the first 2 or 3 rounds, Al. Letting Meekins get in and use his youth and his obvious strength inside. Brazier's got to box him, jab with that left, keep him away. He can't afford to get caught up against the rope. He's got to fight this fight in the middle of the ring, I think.
Now, Brazier, however, realizes that he might let Meekins expend all this energy, bull in on the inside. Now, look, Brazier's doing a good job on the inside.
Beautiful combinations by Brazier. And he takes a raft of punches in exchange.
Boy, here is the dilemma people have had about John Meekins. He's got tremendous power, but he can be hit. And if he doesn't knock a guy out and faces a good, quick puncher like Brazier, they wondered what would happen. Well, part of what they're seeing is he is getting hit by Brazier quite a bit, but he's also landed. Oh.
Half a minute remaining. Nice work with the left hand there. Brazier. Dangerous spot for Brazier to be in. Like Meekins get him up against the rope. As long as he keeps moving and punching. That'll bring us to the end of round number 8. We'll be back after this. John Meekins. You can see neither he nor...
Yo, Tim, tell this guy, I'm supposed to leave my head there for him to hit me?
No, you move your head.
Are really marked up.
You gotta move your head. All right? You slip.
Frustration in the corner of Meekins. This is what Meekins did early, those 2 left hooks downstairs to the body. He stopped doing that. And you can hear Jimmy Gunn saying, got to move your head. And Meekins said, you think I want to leave my head there for him to hit?
This is round number 9, scheduled for 12. Meekins trying to force his way inside against Brazier. His best round was the 3rd. Brazier had a magnificent 6th round.
And so far, Harold Brazier proving to be something of a prophet, because I think he has done well here in these recent rounds since the 6th. He claimed he would do well, and he has. Not that Meekins hasn't landed some good shots. Good hook by Meekins.
Yeah.
Swelling under the right eye of John Meekins.
Brazier's going to have to get that jab out there and keep Meekins off. Keep backing him up. Neither man has been down, though Meekins had Brazier in trouble in the last half minute of round number 3.
Evidence by what it says, but both these men feel they can get a world title shot if they were to win this fight.
Yep.
And I think would deserve one.
Good right hand right under the heart thrown by Brazier. Boy, that's got to sting.
He can go to the body.
Yeah. A punch possibly overlooked, but boy, when catch one like that and you just wonder where the breath went. Half a minute remaining. I'll say this for Brazier. He's standing toe-to-toe with this young kid and giving as good as he's getting, and maybe a little bit better. This is a tough guy, isn't he? Nice combinations by Brazier. Good boxing skills, and round 9 comes to... Out they come for round number 10. Meekins in blue, Brazier in black. Instructions in Meekins' corner were explicit, Al. Go to the body, and I mean a hand on the right side and one on the left. Bang him twice and then come upstairs.
And that's what he's doing. You see, he's getting inside, throwing his hands to the body, and then the head will be open. That's what Jimmy Glenn was telling him. And he was right about that, especially early in the beginning of the round. Now, I've got Brazier ahead by a fairly wide margin. Remember, as I said, in the third round, I thought it could have easily been a 10-8 round. It probably wasn't the judges, so add one more point there. So it's probably more like a 3-point margin. There were a couple of close rounds, so don't decide because of that scoring that John Meekins is hopelessly behind. He's not.
And this is round 10. 3 rounds to go. Nice left hand thrown by Brazier. That may have hurt Meekins.
But as Brazier continues to box like this, he could be hopelessly behind in a little while.
Again, a good left and right. Nice combinations. In exchange, Meekins missing as Brazier pumps away at him, but Meekins up and down, comes back and throws some nice combinations of his own.
Whatever. You know what? This is an outstanding boxing match. Good uppercuts by Meekins.
Half a minute remaining.
Brazier giving him just enough movement on his ropes to make it hard for Meekins to nail him with body shots.
May have thrown a low one in there, but he came back and he's nailed Meekins with some solid combinations. Now the jab working nice. Round 10 just about in the books. 5 seconds remain. And that brings us to the close of round number 10. Round 11 and 12 yet to be fought between these two in a very, very close, a very tough battle for this NABF junior welterweight crown. I don't think we expected anything else but, though, eh, Al Bernstein?
No, this is definitely as close as we expected. Harold Brazier spinning Meekins around a little bit and landing the good left hook. And you see him throwing those combinations. The first two didn't land, but the last one did. As we head into round 11, for Harold Brazier, it's certainly the most important 2 rounds of his career. And for John Meekins, the same is true, although you expect him to have more at the age of 21 and more chances than Harold Brazier.
Brazier up dancing and moving here. We'll see if the strategy and the plan works. Now he's back flat-footed, sitting right down.
Pete Susan told Brazier everything off the jab and spin him when he gets on the inside.
Oh, he took a solid left hand flush in the face. Thrown by Meekins.
Cut over the right eye of Harold Brazier that was opened early in the fight, just now reopening a bit. Oh, good left hand underneath by Meekins.
Brazier was in trouble in round number 3. His nose really, though it bled. Well, he's courting a lot of trouble doing that, although he's held his own for the most part in there, but he's much better at longer range.
He's taking some big left hooks and straight right.
Yes, he is.
John Meekins.
Meekins forces him to the ropes and forces his way inside. And
you know, I don't want to wax too enthusiastic here, but this tells you a lot about the heart and the character of John Meekins. And he's been getting a boxing lesson for the last 5 or 6 rounds. Oh, takes a big uppercut, but he is pouring in, trying everything to win this fight from Harold Brazier.
coming down to the 1 minute mark.
And he's had to throw the form chart away. Oh, but that right hand, you can see Meekins spend a lot of energy early in this round. Will Brazier take the second half of it now? Or last
so far he is, Al Bernstein. Tough to score. Half a minute remaining.
Well, I still give it to Meekins because he did some good work over the first 2 minutes, but nevertheless, Brazier did a good job on him.
Right above us, on the ropes. And round number 11 will be over. One more to go for the title.
John Meekins, round 12, I think he has got to believe that he's got to do something dramatic. Although it could very well be close enough. Oh, tremendously hooked by Brazier.
Round 12, I think it's all out for both of them. I don't think Brazier can coast, and Meekins, if indeed we've seen the fight in any way, manner, shape, or form like the judges, may be behind and can't afford to coast for these 3 minutes. Brazier, on the other hand, can't allow Meekins to handle him in this
No,
fight.
Brazier with some good shots. While Brazier doesn't want to coast, he also can box. Now, he is good, landing good shots from the outside, but he does not want to, I don't think, mix it up too much with Meekins.
Well, I tell you, he is finding Meekins a very available target
Right
here
now.
in the early portion of this round now.
The fatigue is apparent in John Meekins. He's tired right now, and Harold Brazier talked about it. He said, I would be stronger at the end. Right now, he looks to be.
He's got him hurt. He had him holding on. We'll see whether or not Brazier can indeed take the 12th round and continue to be the NABF junior welterweight champ. Boy, Meekins does look tired, doesn't he?
Well, they're both so tired.
Boy, it's been a good fight. It has really been every bit as good as advertised. Brazier just hammering away at Meekins, who's battling back with everything he's got left. We're in the closing minute, round number 12. Every bit as good as advertised. What a corking good go we've had here tonight at Resorts International. Meekins almost content to hang on a little bit, Al.
And Brazier, again, after that very quick start, has been holding a lot here. He's still landing some, but big
Good left hand by Meekins, indeed. 20 seconds remaining.
If this round was the one to decide it, I don't know. Been very close.
Has indeed.
Big right by Brazier.
And a left. And he's hammering at Meekins, holding him and smacking him with the free hand as the seconds tick away in round 12, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Wesley
They're on their
Meekins and
feet cheering
Harold
this one.
Brazier.
Brazier and Meekins on their feet, this crowd. Boy, what a good fight.
And as you look at John Meekins, he's not sure of the outcome. They're more sure in Harold Brazier's camp. They think he won this fight. I think they're fairly confident of it. They were holding.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Resorts International Casino Hotel in Atlantic City, here is the official scoring. We have a unanimous decision to this NABF Junior Welterweight Championship bout. John Padre scores about 116 to 112. Harry Cicchini scores at 116-112, and Al DeVito has it 116-113 for the winner. And still champion Harold Brazier.
Well, that's an interesting and almost complete 116-112, 116-112, 116-113 decision. Brazier still has it. We'll be back right after this.
Meekins was humble in defeat, accepting the decision and promising to learn from the loss. He took the early lead here, but seemed to lose his rhythm after Brazier forced the bout to the inside, where Meekins lost the battle in the trenches and ultimately the fight itself. Brazier was ranked number 12 by the IBF going into the bout and vowed to keep waiting for his title shot. "I may be older than a lot of fighters," Brazier said, "but I'm just beginning to learn. I had 48 fights before this, and I'll have 48 more. It's not age that makes you retire. It's when you can't get out of the way of Father Punch that you have to get out." Now, Brazier wasn't kidding, as he had 76 more fights before retiring at the age of 48.